So with this little tutorial, I'm just going to try to show you how to do section 3.1 with the help of your graphing calculator. If you have a Texas Instruments TI-84 or TI-83, this video will show you how to do that. If you have a different graphing calculator like a Casio or Hewlett Packard or Sharp or something like that, I'm sure it does do this stuff. You're just going to have to do some research of how to change your settings, and I can help you really if you want to set up a Zoom to do that, or email me. But for this tutorial, if you have a graphing calculator, Texas Instruments TI-84 or TI-83, you can do pretty much all of section 3.1 on your calculator, which is more than about half of your assignment, actually, about more than half. So let's just, I got 3 examples here, but the first thing we have to do is turn the calculator on. So I have a calculator here. Make sure this is working. So my calculator is on the home screen. So turn your calculator, clear off your screen, and push the mode button. Now, down here, you're going to arrow down. Down here toward the bottom, you're going to see it with the word real highlighted, real numbers. So we want to arrow down and then arrow over to where it says A plus BI and push enter. So now that is highlighted, okay? Personally, I don't like MathPrint at the top here. I mean, a lot of people love it, but I prefer Classic, so that's up to you, what settings you prefer there. But this is an online calculator that I use. So once you got the A plus BI highlighted, you just want to get out of that. So you're going to push second and then quit. And quit is right there on the mode button. Brings you back to your home screen. So for my first example here, I'm asking you to do this problem, 2 minus 5i quantity squared. Now to do this by hand, I would have asked you to do it like this, write it out twice. But your calculator actually do that for you, 2 minus 5i squared. So what we're going to do is we're going to type a parenthesis, 2 minus 5. Now the I is located down on the decimal point. So I'm going to push second I, close the parenthesis, and then square it. And the calculator will spit out your answer for you. Okay? That's it. Negative 21 minus 20i is the answer. And you can do it by hand if you want. Okay? The other 2 I have are more complicated. I just want to show you the limitations of the calculator. When we do our division problems, you got to make sure you use parentheses around the numerator and denominator. So when I type this in, it's going to be 2 minus I divided by 3 plus 4i. So just make sure you do parentheses, 2 minus I, parenthesis, divided by 3 plus 4i. And again, I forgot parentheses, so I got to arrow back, 3 plus 4i. If you forget the parentheses, you will get the wrong answer, I guarantee you. Okay, now this is a limitation of the calculator. It's going to default to decimals. Okay, maybe if it's in MathPrint, it'll give you the fractions. But again, I'm not a fan of MathPrint. But my math lab is going to want fractions. So your calculator will switch it back to fractions if you push math. So we've got these decimals, you just leave it like it is. You push math, and you see this first thing says fraction. It's going to change these into fractions for us. And that's our answer, 2 25ths minus 11 25ths I. All right, and again, that's a big time saver. You could do it by hand. It's not that hard to do by hand, but you just got to learn how to use a calculator. So for this last example, and again, I just want to show you the limitations of the calculator. I'll probably do one more after this. If we type it in like that, negative 3 plus 6i, 2 divided by negative 3 plus 6i. You see, we're going to get this big string of decimals, okay? And actually, that's okay, because the calculator will switch it back to fractions for you. Okay, and again, the buttons for that, once you get this decimal expression, well, we don't want to type that into MyMathLab. You push Math and then enter twice, and that's going to give you the fractions back. -2/15 minus 4/15. Now, one of the last problems I remembered from our assignment, I think was number 25. This is, again, a big limitation of the graphing calculator. If we try to do I to the 44 on the graphing calculator, what we're going to get is some weird expression. And this is the calculator doing the best that it can with estimating. Oh, this one worked. This fancier one worked. TI-84 worked. My TI-83 gave me a different answer. But the newer the calculator you have, the more updated the software is going to be. My older calculator gave me, if you care, if you're still listening, my older calculator gave me 1 plus 4e to the negative 13i. Well, this is scientific notation. 4 times 10 to the negative 13 is an estimation for 0, basically. 1 plus 0i is what the calculator is trying to tell you. If you have a TI-83, you might be seeing that weird expression. Well, that's just telling you to round it off to 0. Well, 1 plus 0i is the same as just a 1. So that's the calculator. If you want to use it, you can.